Bienvenido and Wahine. I hope each and every one of you feels welcome. It is Destiny back in the house. Hey, hello, and how are you doing? Listen, I am doing just a stream of topics tonight, knocking out some content. Make sure I stay engaged and keep you all on your toes with the Cooking Up Conversations channel. Listen, first things first, if you have subscribed to the channel, you already know I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to the channel, I need you to do me a favor. Yes, you. Could you stop right now, hop over, and when I get through clowning, we can get into this topic, right? Listen, second topic of the night. This is a serious topic. Yeah, we're gonna hop into it though. This topic is about something I saw on TV. And I grab topics usually from the top of my dome. Busy brain, we already know about it. I've been talking about it a lot lately, opening up more on the channel with you all about my anxiety, OCD, mental health, busy brain. I've been letting y'all in a little bit, so we already know about that, right? And when my brain is not always going busy, sometimes I just kind of mellow out and I find reasons to discuss other things from other avenues. So this was something I saw. It was a commercial, but we're going to talk about it because I was like, I'd never seen it. You know, you see commercials all the time over and over and over again. You get sick of seeing them. First time I ever saw this, and it was very interesting, disturbing, and I said, I want to tap in on that. But I have a lot of inserts in this video because I had to not only just take it all in, I'm stopping and I'm clipping pictures and looking like, yeah, this is definitely going to be a great topic for the channel. I want to talk about fentanyl. And I want to talk about it because I'm always making sure this channel is very supportive. I like to enlighten people, put out people, have those topics that people don't talk about, don't like to talk about, and then some things that people don't know about. Because who hasn't heard of fentanyl? The many people that's overdosed, lost their lives to it. If you haven't heard about it, I don't know what rock you're living under. But this isn't about that. I did not know this, and I always tell you all, I'm not a gatekeeper. When I find out stuff, I'm coming to the channel to bring it to your attention to make sure you're enlightened, you're not in the dark like I was in the dark. I did not know that there's this huge thing going on about fake drugs. And I'm not very knowledgeable. Let me just say that. Not very knowledgeable on this topic. But when I share clips of the commercial, it's all going to make more sense than what I'm going to try to express verbally. But the commercial was it was an awareness commercial. And it was basically saying how we should be having conversations with our children, enlightening them. Like, first of all, we don't want to think our children are out at school in these streets into drugs. But at the same time, I would say the conversation that could be had with the children, y'all know I always say I don't tell other grown folks what to do, but a great conversation that could be had with the children is, you know, if you're out there thinking about tapping into a drug that your classmate, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, somebody's telling you about, and you're trying to be cool, or you at a party and you think, oh yeah, I'm here with my friends, let me try it because I'm with my friends and I trust them. These are the conversations that I encourage. I don't tell other grown folks what to do, but I encourage you parents to have these conversations with your children. Forget fentanyl, period. That they shouldn't just be out here hanging out with friends, trusting any drugs. We don't, you don't, I don't, they don't want that in their systems, period. But the conversation about these drugs, let's say someone tells them, I don't know, is Molly still the thing? I don't know what the drug is for children these days that choose to dibble and dabble in that. But if they're told that they should try something and it's not going to do X, Y, Z to them, it's safe, that's not the situation, the problem. That's not it. It's how people are now lacing common, said to be not so harmful drugs with the fentanyl. Y'all with me? Are y'all with me? You see where I'm going with this? I hope you see where I'm going because I'm ready to go deeper. So to tap in a little bit deeper, to make sure that I'm making sense, whatever even weed, let's just talk about weed. Because I don't know drugs. So that's why I say I'm not that knowledgeable. I can't sit here and talk about, I can name stuff that I don't know anything about. Meth, cocaine, crack. You know, I can name stuff, but I don't know the street drugs with Xanax. Like, I don't know what they are, meaning what they do and why people use them and what. I don't know all that. I'm not that educated on drugs. Don't want to be. Ain't never gonna be. Weed. I don't know who don't know about weed, right? So let's just say your kid just say, I'm not gonna do no meth. That sounds scary. I ain't gonna do no meth with you. But I'll take some weed. That's harmless because it sounds harmless. We can all agree. Weed sounds pretty safe. People are lacing drugs, whatever type they know they can, they figured out they can, they're lacing it with fentanyl. We all know, the adults of us in this world, even the children today should know by now, that it's a high killer. I can't say the number one killer because I haven't done no stats on it. I ain't gonna do no stats. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. We want to be mindful and have those conversations with our children, our nieces, our nephews, the young people of the world that's in our lives that we are raising, that we're helping raise. That everything that looks safe in today's world out there in those streets, highly likely that it's not safe. So don't trust, oh, I'm just going to get a little high on this little bit of weed because it could be a little bit of weed laced with a lot of fentanyl. And again, I'm going to get back to the commercial. It's like an educational video, like a training type of video. It's got a lot of kids in it. It said something about ex-drug dealers. So I think ex-drug dealers that have come off the street, I think they're reformed. They're doing it's like a classroom setting. And you see a lot of different children asking questions and talking about it. And the adult ex-drug dealers are like educating them. And they're showing the pills. Y'all know I'm gonna drop my little inserts. They're showing the pills where this is what fentanyl looks like. And it's like, I'm just going to give a quick example, but you're going to see the real thing when I drop the inserts. It's like a pink pill, and it has like a line in it, and it has an F and an S on one side. And then it's showing the fake one, and it's like the pink is off, and the F and the S may be on the wrong side of the line. It's just very, very minute changes that most people wouldn't know. You're thinking, oh, I know, this ecstasy pill is supposed to be pink and green with letters on it. You know, and you don't think about it. So they're showing the intricate details and differences in the pills. One's real, one's fake. The reason they're doing that, and for the education purposes, the fake one is the one laced with fentanyl. Are y'all with me? Are you with me in terms of why this is important and why I hope that my family members here on the Cooking Up Conversations channel is having these conversations with your children? If you haven't, please do. If you have, keep doing it. Tap in every now and again. It's like the mental health Mondays. Don't stop. Don't let up off of them. Because you had a conversation one week. They're thinking, okay, maybe like when something in the grocery store gets recalled. It gets recalled and we go right back to eating it, right? That's not what we own with these kids and these streets and these drugs. Stay on them. Stay on them on a regular basis because it's not a drug. It's not that people are lacing it October the 1st through the 7th. That ain't what they're doing. It's all the time, every day they're doing it. There's no time out there safe for your children to attempt drugs with their friends and they think it's cool and they think that drug is safe. There's no time. Do you hear me? I hope you hear me and I hope you're with me. So the rest of this video talks about, they show like CPR. And then there's this one guy, he's talking about how there's this thing. And some of the clips that I have aren't very good because the commercial was kind of fast. So I'm trying to get it with my phone. But he has this thing in his hand. You're not going to be able to really see it that well. But he's saying that the only thing that can revive or maybe bring a person back or kind of knock them out of before they get to a fentanyl overdose. And he names the thing. I don't remember if it's on the screen or not. But you all are going to see when I put it in there. But it's like that thing that you put, like people have seizures or different other medical things, and you put that, I'm going to look it up. It's something you put under their nose and it kind of wakes them up and bring them back. It's something that looks like that. So I am definitely going to drop the inserts. The commercial was, it literally caught my attention. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this commercial. This is interesting. And then you see the kids asking questions like, why would somebody do that? And then I think one of the black guys in the video said something like, um, in these streets, it's all about the money. His answer didn't make sense to me because you can sell drugs minus lace fentanyl. It's still about your money. Because lacing drugs with fentanyl is not about no money. That's about deaths, potential deaths. And I'm sure a high percentage of death. So his answer didn't really resonate with me. I didn't get his answer. Maybe I misunderstood the kid's question, but I understood the kid's question. I ain't crazy. He said what he said, which was, why would they do that? Why would they lace drugs with fentanyl? And his answer was, it's about the money. I don't know if before you think someone could potentially die off of your fentanyl laced drug, you think it's a better high first. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. But that's deep. You got to go deeper than that with some children. Like, if a person take a regular pill, they're going to feel a high. If they take it laced with fentanyl, if they don't die, they're going to feel a better high. So they may go back to that drug dealer because, ooh, this high felt good until you're dead, until you ain't feeling nothing. I know I'm going deep, but it just came to me. That's that busy brain, y'all. Y'all, I told you, starting to see it more and more on camera. It was a very educational video. They show the pills, they show the kids, and you'll see the clips, so many kids, and as I'm talking about it, you'll know why so many kids in the video. It was like an educational video for them. And it was a commercial. They're doing what I hope parents are doing in their homes, in their living rooms, their bedrooms, their dens, their basements, their cars, on the ride to school, on the way back from school. I hope you're having the conversations, however, wherever, because it's important. It's important. They always say one of the worst things for a parent, no parent should bury their child. I agree. Um, and I'm sure it's not an experience that an average parent wants to deal with. And so I just say for that, be mindful and just do the things that need to be done to make sure you're having those conversations, because we can't keep thinking the streets teaching our kids. The schools are teaching our children. We can't. The work starts at home and everything. Behavior, responsibility, respect. It all starts from the home. You trust the streets to give them maybe, hopefully, the other added things, but not the main stuff. That has to start at home. And I think this drug thing is ridiculous. So many young children have lost their lives. And I'm not saying parents didn't do their job. I'm not saying parents didn't have their conversations. I don't know what went on in those households. But for those of us that are still here and still have children in our lives that we help raise, I think it's important. And that's what this topic is about. I don't think as much as I want to say about the commercial itself, because I'm going to maybe tell the story more as I do my B-roll. I call it inserts because most people probably don't know what B-roll is, because before I started YouTube, I didn't know what in the name of God B-roll was. But now that I know, I just call it inserts. It took me a minute to figure it out, what it was, why I needed it, and yeah, all that good stuff. So when I do those inserts, I'll probably do like I do in most videos. I'll do those pieces where I just kind of explain it in between pages, anything that I haven't said here. But to wrap this conversation up, to make sure I knock out a takeaway, the takeaway is, best takeaway I could think of, have those conversations with your children, please. I am not telling other grown folks what to do. I am making a strong suggestion. It is a plea, it is a cry out for us adults to have those conversations with our children. That is the takeaway. To make sure they know that it's not cool to do any drug. and it's no longer safe to do it with your friends who you think you know, the people you know, because they honestly may not know. I'm not saying not to trust a friend because your friend gave you fentanyl. They may not know. They may have gotten it from somebody. You know, it's a chain reaction. It's a domino effect. Well, I got it from somebody I trust, who got it from somebody they trusted, who got it from somebody they trusted. Everybody trusted, and all the hands that it went through, nobody knew fentanyl was in it. So it's not on purpose. People who have other fatal car accidents, other things, you have that survivor's remorse. If a friend give a friend some drugs to try and that child dies, another child has to carry that weight of that guilt. So it's just so many horrible things that could go wrong. Um, I will. I just. I just. I just want to. I was about to say something. What I'm going to try to do is also figure out what channel that was on, because doing clips and hearing me talk about it is one thing. Some of you all may want to actually see the commercial. Like I said, it's a whole educational video, so you may want to actually see it. You may want to sit your child down. So I'm going to try to remember what program I was watching so that I can tap into what channel it was on. Because, you know, most commercials are just kind of dedicated to certain channels, even though some are like nationwide, universal, you'll see them on multiple channels. I've never seen it, so it may be just kind of linked to that channel. I'll try to figure it out. I'll try to insert it as well, because I really would like for you all to see the entire video. And if I don't see that, I'm going to then Google and see if I can find like the running video. It was interesting and it was good, and I think all children need to hear about it, if not see it. So that's it. That's it. The conversation. That's it. That's all. I thank you all for watching. Stay tuned and keep watching, and I will see you all next time.